Retirement is supposed to be that golden phase of life where we finally have the time and freedom to do what we've always dreamed of. But what if after retiring, you realize it's not everything you thought it would be? What if you find out that you weren't really cut out for retirement? That what you truly needed was just a break from the daily grind? In today's video, I want to talk about the reality that many people face after retirement, the uncertainty, the questions, and the doubts that can creep in. We'll explore what happens when you retire and discover it might not be what you wanted after all, and more importantly, what you can do about it. By the end of this conversation, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to navigate this transition and find peace and fulfillment no matter what stage of retirement you're in. Hi, I'm Lynn with Life Reimagined with Lynn. On this channel, we delve into the intricacies of life transitions and personal growth, always with the goal of living more joyfully and authentically. Today's topic is a bit of a twist on the typical retirement conversation. What happens if you retire and then realize that retirement doesn't suit you? It's a question that many of us may not want to think about, but it's an important one to consider, especially if you're on the verge of making this big life change. When I first started considering retirement, like many of you, I had this idealized vision of what it would be like. I imagined having all this free time, the ability to travel, pick up new hobbies, and finally relax after years of hard work. But as I got closer to actually making the decision, a thought kept creeping in. What if I'm not ready for retirement? What if after a few months, I find myself missing the structure, the sense of purpose, and the daily interaction that work provides? This was a real fear for me, and I think it's something that many people wrestle with, whether they've admitted it or not. The truth is, retirement isn't just about leaving a job. It's about stepping into a completely new way of life. And that new life might not look or feel like what you expected it to. One of the first things I had to confront was the possibility that I might retire and then realize that what I really wanted was just a change, a break from my current job, not an end to my working life altogether. This was a hard pill to swallow because by the time I was thinking about retirement, I had already started talking about it with friends and family. The idea of announcing that I was ready to retire only to discover that I wanted to return to work felt like a potential embarrassment. But I also knew that I had to be honest with myself and consider all the possibilities. So I started to think deeply about what retirement would actually mean for me. I imagined my days without the structure of work and tried to picture how I would fill that time. Sure, hobbies and volunteering are great, and I enjoy those things, but I also knew that I wanted more. I didn't want to feel like I was just passing time. I wanted to feel like I was still contributing, still learning, still growing. This realization led me to explore the idea that retirement doesn't have to mean a complete stop. It can be a pivot, a chance to try something new, something different. Maybe it's about shifting gears rather than hitting the brakes entirely. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that retirement could be a time of reinvention rather than retreat. But that reinvention requires careful thought and planning. One of the things that helped me in this process was taking a step back and giving myself permission to not have all the answers right away. It's okay to feel uncertain, to question whether you're making the right decisions. Retirement is a huge life change, and it's normal to have mixed emotions about it. What's important is to allow yourself the space to explore these feelings without pressure. The key is to approach this phase of life with flexibility and openness to change. For some, this might mean returning to work in some capacity, maybe part-time, maybe a completely different field, or even starting a new business. For others, it might mean diving into a new passion project or finding a way to combine work with other interests. The point is, retirement doesn't have to be an all or nothing proposition. You can define it in a way that works for you. I also had to consider how this would impact my relationships, particularly with friends and family who might have their own expectations of what my retirement should look like. I realized that open communication would be crucial, explaining my thought process and being clear about my needs and desires. It's important to remember that this is your life, and you have the right to design it in a way that brings you the most joy and fulfillment. Another important aspect of this journey was thinking about how I would cope with the emotional ups and downs that might come with such a big change. Retirement, even when it's something you want, can bring a range of emotions from relief and excitement to anxiety and doubt. I found that being honest with myself about these emotions and allowing myself to feel them was essential to moving forward. So what if you retire and realize you're not cut out for retirement? What if you find that what you really needed was just a change, not a complete stop? My advice is to embrace the realization. Don't see it as a failure or a mistake. See it as a part of your journey. Life is full of twists and turns, and sometimes the best decisions come from unexpected places. If you find yourself in this situation, give yourself the freedom to explore new options. Consider what else you might want to do, what other passions you could pursue, and how you can continue to grow and contribute. And remember, it's never too late to make a change. Retirement can be the start of something new, something you've never even considered before. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever worried about whether retirement is the right move for you? What thoughts and feelings have come up as you've considered this transition? What have you found valuable in your own reflections? Please share your experience in the comments below. Your insights could help others who are navigating the same questions. If you find this journey challenging and feel you need more personalized guidance, remember, I'm here to help. You can schedule a free exploratory coaching session with me through the links below. Together, we can work on creating a retirement plan that aligns with your true desires and brings you lasting joy and peace. Embracing this new chapter isn't just freeing, it's the pathway to deeper connection and to a more authentic life. As you move forward, carry these insights with you and watch how they transform your approach to retirement and your overall sense of fulfillment. I'm Lynn, and you've been watching Life Reimagined with Lynn. If you found value in our discussion today, please like, subscribe, and click the bell for more insights on life's transitions and personal growth. Remember, retirement isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new and exciting chapter. Keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, the most authentic thing about us is our capacity to create, to overcome, to endure, to transform, to love, and to be greater than our challenges. Let's make this journey together.